Johnny and Christy. Owen's been a member of the football team for 2 years as well as 1 year wrestling during his time here at Chestatee High School. After high school, Owen plans on going to Lanier Tech and earning his welding certificate. Owen would like to thank his parents for always pushing him to be his best and his coaches for always helping him. Football here at Chestatee for the past 4 years, and after high school plans to go to work. He'd like to thank his parents and coaches for always supporting and encouraging him. Senior Cooper Barrett. Our next senior is Luke Bornhorst. Luke is being escorted by his parents, Mike and Kelly, along with his brother and sister. Luke's participated in varsity football for 4 years, varsity basketball for 4 years, and varsity golf for 2 years. After high school, he plans to pursue a business or engineering degree and hopefully continue his football career at the next level. Luke would like to thank his family for their love and encouragement to always do his best. He'd like to thank his coaches and teammates for pushing him to be the best player he can be. Senior Luke Bornhorst. Our next senior is Hayden Britton. Hayden's being escorted tonight by his mother, Carrie Ann Ray, and stepfather Josh Ray, along with his girlfriend Carly Brown. Hayden's been a member of the football program here at Chestatee and enjoys hunting and fishing and running his hunting and outdoor apparel company, Black Tracker. After high school, Hayden plans to run his business, Black Trackers, and work as an electrician. He'd like to thank his parents for raising him to work and not to give up, and he'd also like to thank his coaches that taught him the importance of giving all that he's got, even though it's hard. Senior Hayden Britton. Our next senior is Clinton Brookshire. Clinton's being escorted tonight by his parents, Randall and Dorothy. Clinton's played football for 1 year. He's been a member of the Skills USA for 2 years and DECA for 2 years. After high school, he plans to go to UNG to pursue a degree in finance or business. I'd like to thank all his coaches, parents, and teachers for having a positive impact on his life and always motivating him. Senior Clinton Brookshire. Our next senior is Brian Cantrell, being escorted tonight by his parents, Joe and Christy. During his time at Chestatee, Brian's played football for 2 years, baseball for 4 years, and a member of the National Honor Society for 2 years. After high school, he plans to attend an in-state college and study business and entrepreneurship. I'd like to say thank you to all of his coaches for pushing him to get to the place he is and for seeing his potential. I'd like to thank Mom, Dad, and his grandparents for supporting him at his games, preparing meals, and providing him with great opportunities. Lastly, he said, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with great health and all the supporting people he's put around me. None of this could have happened or would be possible without him. Senior Brian Cantrell. Our next senior is Cole Davidinko. Cole is escorted by his parents, Fred and Katie. He participated in both football and track during his time here at Chestatee. High school, he plans to attend college beginning next fall. He'd like to thank his parents for helping him through the hard times of high school, preparing him for life, and becoming a man. Cole states, they have always been there doing their best to create the best circumstances for him. Senior Cole Davidinko. Our next senior is Bryce Dixon, being escorted by his parents, Russ and Tracy, along with his brothers, James, Brooks, and John. His sister, Joanna, sister-in-law, Brooke, and niece, Maggie. Bryce has played football at Chestatee for the past 4 years. He's been a member of the varsity tennis team for 3 years. He's a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and serves as a leader for the past year. After high school, he plans to be in the Air Force and go to college to earn his teaching degree to become a teacher overseas. He'd like to thank his parents and siblings for taking care of him and looking out for him while growing up. He'd also like to thank
his many football coaches for being the best teacher he could ever ask for. Teacher Bryce Dixon. Our next senior is Wyatt Good, being escorted by his mother Hillary and sister Ava Lynn. Wyatt began football in elementary school at Waikula County, Florida, lettered at Chestatee all 4 years, also lettered in track, enjoys fishing, hunting, spending time with his friends, and is a proud member of Gainesville First United Methodist Church. Wyatt will be graduating early in December through completion of school enrollment and high school classes. He plans to pursue a career in the technical trade field or medical field. I'd like to thank Pastor Jane Prickert for the renewal of his faith and mentorship. I'd also especially like to thank Coach Corley and the football coaches, as well as CHS administration, for supporting him and providing encouragement through high school. Lastly, he would like to thank his family and especially Mom for her strong love, support, and helping him keep a grounded outlook on life. Senior Wyatt Good. Our next senior is Hayden Gowan. Hayden's escorted by his mother Amy and brother Hunter. He's been a member of the football and track for the past 8 years. After high school, he plans to attend Colorado State University and a degree in horticulture. I'd like to thank his dad for always encouraging him to push himself in sports and in life. And a thank you to all the Chestatee coaches for giving me the opportunity to be part of something greater than myself. Senior Hayden Gowan. Our next senior is Isaac Jones, being escorted tonight by mother Jennifer and father Jarvis. Isaac played football, golf, and basketball at Chestatee. After high school, he plans to go to college, work full-time, and pursue a career. We'd like to thank his football coaches who encouraged him to play, his friend Lake, who's taught him about pushing himself and correcting the little things. And lastly, we'd like to thank his parents for showing him the ways, love, and support. Senior Isaac Jones. Our next senior is Drew Knickel. Drew is being escorted tonight by his mother Amy and his father Ben, along with his sister Maddie. Drew's played football for 12 years, War Eagle football for 9 years, 4 years starter playing both offense and defense for Chestatee. Top scholar athlete for 2 years, varsity captain for 2 years. After high school, Drew plans to go to college to pursue a degree in sports medicine or physical therapy and business. Drew would like to say, first and foremost, he'd like to thank his family for always guiding him through whatever life throws at him. I'd also like to thank all my friends, especially the boys, for inspiring me and keeping me going when things get tough. Lastly, I'd like to thank these coaches for pouring into me and my teammates and constantly teaching us what is right. Senior Drew Knickel. Our next senior is Geronimo Marin. Geronimo is being escorted tonight by his parents, Oscar and Lena. He's played football at Chestatee for the past 4 years, along with track and field for 2 years and wrestling for 4 years. After high school, Geronimo plans to attend a 4-year college and earn a degree in finance. He'd like to thank all the coaches that have been part of his life and pushed him this far. He'd like to thank his mom and dad for supporting him and dealing with him all these years. He'd also like to thank his late grandfather for showing him what a hard worker is and what a true man is. Senior Geronimo Marin. Our next senior is Maddox Miller, being escorted tonight by his parents Brandon and Tara, along with his brothers Benson and Cohen. Maddox enjoys football, baseball, golf, and duck hunting. After high school, plans to attend Lanier Tech to obtain his industrial electrician's license and start his own business. He'd like to take this opportunity to thank the people who had such an impact on his life: God, his family, his coaches, his friends, and the Cajun two-step. Number 26, out. Maddox Miller. Our next senior is Harrison Mitchell, being escorted by his parents, Mark and Paige, along with his sister, Tara. Harrison's been a member of the football program at Chestatee for the past 4 years and has participated in track for 2 years. After high school, he plans to go to college and pursue a degree in business management. He'd like to thank his family, friends, and most importantly, his parents for helping and pushing him every step of the way and for helping him become the man he is today. Senior Harrison Mitchell. Our next senior is Carlos Reyes. Carlos is being escorted by mom Trinidad Galvin and his dad Roberto Reyes. Carlos has played varsity soccer for 2 years, varsity football for 1 year, and after high school plans to attend UNG to study in the medical field and become a registered nurse. I'd like to thank his family that supported him through his first and final high school football season. They were a little hesitant at first, but at the end, they let loose and let me join. Carlos also says he also want to give a little shout out to Coach Austin. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be playing this sport. Senior Carlos Reyes. Our next senior is Anakin Rowland. Anakin's being escorted by his mother Miranda. He's participated in football for the past 3 years, basketball for 3 years, and track for 2. After high school, he plans to go to college and get a mathematics degree, then start his career as a civil engineer. He'd like to thank all his coaches and mentors he has had throughout his sporting career. He'd like to thank his family and friends also for supporting him all through life. Senior Anakin Rowland. Our next senior is Levi Stowers, being escorted tonight by his parents Matt and Amanda, along with his sisters Inslee and Gentry. During his time at Chestatee, Levi's played football for 4 years, baseball for 4 years, and has wrestled for 1. After high school, Levi plans to attend college or university to pursue a degree and play college football. He'd like to thank God for giving him the opportunity to play the sport he loves so much. He'd like to thank his mom and dad for always coming to his games and supporting him in all that he does. And finally, he'd like to say thank you to all the coaches for coaching me to be the player and the man that I am today. I would not be here without you. Senior Levi Stowers. Our next senior is Walker Whitmire. Walker's being escorted by his parents Chris and Janine Whitmire, along with his sister Madison. During his time at Chestatee, Walker's played football for 4 years, baseball for 2 years, and track for 1. After high school, plans to graduate early to pursue a commercial trade degree, so he can become an entrepreneur. He'd like to say, my dad would have been the biggest impact on life for always pushing me towards my goals and trying to make me a better person. Senior Walker Whitmire. Our next senior is Alex Zamora, being escorted tonight by Efran, Patricia, Angel, and Ethan. Alex has played football for the past 3 years at Chestatee, and after high school plans to attend a 4-year college and study logistics. He'd like to say thank you to his parents and his coaches. They helped me become a better person and pushed me through the obstacles in life and how to overcome them. They also provide me with everything I need to be better than I was yesterday. I just want to thank you for everything that you do, and y'all mean the world to me. Senior Alex Zamora. Next, we'd like to recognize our senior cheerleaders. Our first senior is Sky Barnett, being escorted tonight by our mother, Charlotte Crawford, and her brother, Patrick. Sky's participated in band for 7 years, cheer for 1 year, and swim for 2 years. After high school, plans to become a real estate agent and serve. She'd like to thank her mom for always supporting and giving her guidance and the resources she needs to succeed and prosper. She'd like to thank her other family figures also, as her upbringing and current livelihood absolutely depend on their love and guidance. They are the reason she has made it this far. She says, I don't know where I'd be without them.
Lastly, she'd like to thank her friends. They've stayed consistent and loyal throughout the hardest parts of her life, and they bring her so much happiness and endless laughter. I love y'all with all my heart. Senior, Sky Barnett.
You're gonna be holding the game ball.
Our next senior is Aaliyah Carter, being escorted by her parents, Kim and Bobby, along with brothers Caleb and Christian. Aaliyah's been part of the varsity sideline cheer team and competition team for the past 4 years. She's been the football cheer captain for the last 2 years, a member of the FCA for 4 years, and anchor club for 2. After high school, plans to attend college to get into the medical field while she continues her athletic career as a competitive cheerleader. She'd like to thank her family, coaches, friends, and teammates for always being there no matter what and pushing her to be a better athlete and person each day. To my teammates, thank you for always having my back. To my family, thank you for never letting me give up on myself and dreams. To my friends, thank y'all for always keeping a smile on my face. To my coaches, thanks for always giving me a hard time at practice, but also making me the athlete that I am today. To Coach Hale and Coach Conley, thank y'all for making my last 4 years memorable. Captain Aaliyah, out. Senior, Aaliyah Carter. Our next senior is Ashley DeJulio, being escorted by her mother, Tracy, and father, John. Ashley's been a competitive dancer for 14 years and danced 8 of those years at Just Plain Dancing. Was on her school's song team back in California, where she attended dance competitions and cheered for different sports. Now a cheerleader for Chestatee. After high school, plans to attend college at either University of North Georgia or Kennesaw State to study business. She's also interested in studying interior design and attending. She'd also like to thank her parents for all their endless love and supporting and providing her with the best life possible. She'd also like to thank her dance teachers for not only the endless hours of training, but the molding into the person she is today, and all her friends for their love and encouragement. Senior, Ashley DeJulio. Our next senior is Alberto Garcia. Alberto's being escorted by his parents, Ali and Jose Garcia. He's been a member of the comp cheer team for 4 years and wrestled since 7th grade. After high school, he plans to go to college and pursue a degree in forensic science. He'd like to thank his mom for always being there for him and helping him no matter what. I know I can always count on her. He would also like to thank his dad for working so hard to always provide for him and the family. Lastly, he'd like to thank his coaches for getting him this far and pushing him to always do better. They believed in me when sometimes I didn't. Thank you, coaches. Senior, Alberto Garcia. Our next senior is Autumn Heath. Autumn's being escorted by her parents, Kevin and Brooke, along with her sister, Jordan. Autumn's done cheerleading for the past 7 years, soccer 14 years, FCA leadership for 5 years, DECA for 4 years, National Honor Society for 6 years. After high school, Autumn plans to attend either the University of Alabama or the University of Georgia to pursue a degree in biology with a pre-med track and double major in business, complete medical school at the same institution, and ultimately become an orthopedic surgeon and own her own practice. Autumn would like to say, I would first like to start off thanking God for giving me the strength and ability to cheer for the past 7 years, to be standing before y'all tonight. Next, I'd like to thank my family, friends, teammates, coaches for being there not only through the good times, but also through some of the most difficult times in life, aka 7-hour spinal fusion in February. Finally, I'd like to thank my grandpa Heath for always inspiring me to live such a way that when people see me, they see Jesus in me, as well as for watching over me from heaven. I love and miss you more every day, Grandpa. Senior, Autumn Heath. Our next senior is Alyssa Halford. Being escorted by Arlene and Mike Hall. During her time at CHS, Alyssa's done football and basketball cheer for 4 years, varsity basketball cheer captain for 2 years, and been involved in the chorus program for the past 4 years.
After high school, plans to go to college to get her degree and become a dental hygienist. She'd like to thank her family and friends for always being there for her, and her team for always having her back, and her teacher, Dr. Stevens, for always pushing her to be the best. Senior Alyssa Halford. Our next senior is Brianna Holloway, being escorted by her parents, Scott and Melissa. Brianna's been a member of the Spirit Cheer for 4 years and Competition Cheer for 2 years during her time at Chestatee. After high school, she would like to attend Georgia State University and study psychology. She'd like to thank her amazing family for showing her constant support and love throughout everything she does. Also to her coaches for pushing her to do her best and not letting her give up when it's hard. She'd also like to thank her amazing friends for being a second family to her throughout the years. Brianna says they are all amazing and I couldn't have done it without them. Senior Brianna Holloway. Our next senior is Camilla Ruiz, being escorted by her mother Sandra and father Jose and brother Jesus. She's been a part of the varsity football and basketball cheer team for 4 years, the race program, National Honor Society, and is the vice president of the National Spanish Honors Society. After high school, plans to go to college to major in business and will later attend law school at UGA to become a criminal or immigration attorney. She'd like to say, I'd like to thank God for the many blessings He has brought into my life, and I'd like to thank my parents for all the sacrifices they have made. You are all I wish to become, and I could never thank you enough. Senior Camilla Ruiz. Our next senior is Micah Satterfield. And Micah not able to attend tonight and is competing with her dance team at Nationals. Michael's done sideline cheer for all 4 years, JV captain for 1 and varsity captain for past 2. She dances with Soul Impulse Dance Studio, attends and serves at Riverbend Baptist Church, and is the vice president of CHS student section. After high school, plans to attend cosmetology school and pursue a career as a cosmetologist and esthetician. Michael would like to thank, first off, she'd like to thank her parents and God, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today. I'd like to thank my coaches, family, and friends for supporting me through every season of my life, no matter where I am. And lastly, thank you to all the other seniors, band, football, and cheer, for making my high school experience the best I could have asked for. Senior Micah Satterfield. And our final senior is cross country, Sarah Cuevas. Sarah's being escorted by her sister, brother, and 2 nephews. Sarah's been involved with soccer for 12 years and cross country for 1 year. After high school, would like to attend NYU and major in fine arts. She'd like to say thank you to my coaches for constantly shoving me past my mental and physical limitations, even if it meant passing out. I appreciate the time and effort. Thank you. Senior Sarah Cuevas.
GHSA and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidated actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. We thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at tonight's event. Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised there will be flashing lights in the stadium tonight. They'll take place when the War Eagles take the field, score a touchdown, and at the end of the game.
Finally, in SEAL training, there's a bell. A brass bell that hangs in the center of the compound for all the students to see. All you have to do to quit is ring the bell. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to wake up at 5 o'clock. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to be in the freezing cold swims. Ring the bell, and you no longer have to do the runs, the obstacle course, the PT. And you no longer have to endure the hardships of training. All you have to do is ring the bell to get out. If you want to change the world, don't ever ring the bell. Of the Homeland Security of Air Raid, the Chestatee War Eagles will begin an air assault shortly. Bombs will fall. Fire will rain down on opposing defenses. Please proceed with caution. This is not a test.
War Eagle fans, it's time to get on your feet. Make some noise. Hello. Chestatee War Eagles. The Dragons have won the toss and deferred to the second half. Chase Johnson on to kick off for the Dragons. And the Dragon kick travels to the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Bring it out to the 20, where the War Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Horse keeps the ball up the middle. Copeland on the stop for Jefferson. It's a gain of 2, brings up 2nd and 8 down for Chestatee. Vargas on the carry. Perry on the stop for Jefferson. It's a loss of 4, brings up 3rd and 2 now for Chestatee. Horse brought down in the backfield. Eubanks on the defensive stop for the Dragons. They'll bring up 4th down for the War Eagles. Hemphill will get set deep for Jefferson. With the return back across the 30-yard line to the 27. Geronimo Marin on the defensive stop for Chestatee. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Hemphill with the sweep, the flag, back around the 23-yard line. Holding going to be called against Jefferson. Mark the ball back at the 33-yard line. The 1st and 14 now for Jefferson. With the carry for the Dragons. Granado's on the stop for Chestatee. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Hemphill sweeps around the far side into the end zone for a Dragon score. PAT is up and good. Chestatee War Eagles would like to recognize our presenting sponsors for tonight's game. Northeast Georgia Rentals, Atlanta Rehab, Northeast Georgia Health Systems, 15-yard line. Pass is complete to the near side. Fumble on the play, going to be recovered by Jefferson. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Johnson on the carry. Marin on the stop. Johnson on the carry into the end zone. PAT is up and good. Johnson's kick travels to the end zone for a touchback. Mark it out to the 20-yard line. Chestatee will have it 1st and 10. Horse with the carry. Slides down around the 23, brings up 2nd and 7. Timeout on the field. It's going to be 3rd and 3 after the timeout for the War Eagles. Horse recovers the snap right at the 20-yard line. We'll mark it out at the 22. It'll be 4th and 8 for Chestatee. Jefferson will set Reese back deep. War Eagle punt travels to the 42-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Jefferson. Reese with the sweep around the far side, takes it down the sideline for a Jefferson score. Prior to the snap, flag on the play. False start going to be called against Jefferson. They'll get set again. Bots on for the PAT for the Dragons. The PAT travels far to the right, no good. Horse pass is incomplete. bring up 2nd and 10 now for the War Eagles. Horse pass intended to the far side, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for Chestatee. Inside shuffle pass. Will get set deep for the Dragons. With the return, we have flagged back about midfield. Blocking the back, will be called against Jefferson. First and 10 for Jefferson. Pass is complete out to Eubanks. It's a gain of 6, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Dragons. With a nice run down the near sideline. Finally pushed out of bounds by Marin. Steps out right at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jefferson. Aldridge hands off to Perry, takes it on to the end zone. The Dragon PAT is up and good. Jefferson's kick travels to the end zone for another touchback. The 1st and 10 from the 20 for Chestatee. Horse brought down in the backfield. Zach Combs on the defensive play. Horse pass is incomplete, intended to the near side, out to Wyatt Good. They'll bring up 3rd and 15. Horse brought down in the backfield. Bailey on the stop for Jefferson. They'll bring up 4th down for Chestatee. Reese will get set once again for Jefferson around the 45-yard line. Chestatee punt travels out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Jefferson with 2:24 in the first. Stop for Chestatee. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Handoff to Isaiah Copeland. Scampers into the end zone for a Jefferson score. Watts with the PAT, up and good.
On the 6 to go, located 2703 Dr. Highway is a proud supporter of Warrior Athletics. Dining, delivery, or pickup. On the pizza is our game today goes to pizza, subs, wings, and more. On the 6 to go, located 2703 Dr. Highway is a proud supporter of Warrior Athletics. Dining, delivery, or pickup. On the pizza is our game today goes to pizza, subs, wings, and more.
Johnson on the kickoff. Vargas with the return back out to the 15-yard line. Well, Chestatee will have it 1st and 10. Completes his pass out to Hunter Fausch. Flag going to be on the play back around the 14-yard line. Face mask going to be called against Jefferson. Vargas with the carry. Stop at the 27-yard line to end the 1st quarter. second and 8 for Chestatee. Horse pass is complete to the near side, out to Hunter Fausch. Probably on the defensive stop. But it's enough for a first down. War Eagles! Pass is complete out to the far side. Be a loss of 3 for Chestatee. Brings up second. Corrections. Loss of 1 brings up second and 11. Bornhorse's pass is complete and caught on the far side. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 now for Chestatee. Handoff to Vargas Smith, the line of scrimmage, flag on the play. Face mask called against the Dragons. They'll move the ball out to the 41, but it's enough for another first down. War Eagles! Bornhorse connects downfield to Hunter Fausch. Flag on the play. Pass interference called against Jefferson. That penalty is going to be declined. It'll be first and goal. War Eagles! Handoff to Granados. Bryson Hill on the spot for the Dragons. It'll be second and goal from the 6 for Chestatee. Pass is intended to Fausch in the end zone.
be incomplete. With the carry. Redmond on the stop. It'll bring up 4th and goal from the 6. Pass incomplete, intended to Hunter Faust, who was out of bounds on the reception. Ball will be turned over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10. For the Dragons from the 6-yard line. Sportsmanlike conduct penalty called against Chestatee. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for Jefferson. With the carry. Shy of the 30-yard line. I'll mark it at the 28. Correction, we'll call it the 29-yard line. Be 2nd and 2. Johnson on the carry. Elijah Pruitt on the stop for Chestatee. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 44. Now for Jefferson. Johnson with the carry. Just over midfield to the 49. Dolly High on the stop for Chestatee. We'll bring up 2nd and 3 of the Dragons. Handoff was to Reese. There was a fumble on the play. Official timeout called on the field.
Nice round of applause for the shaking up dragon on the play. Personal fouls called on each team. Those penalties will offset. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for Jefferson. Offside's going to be called against the defense.
We're here with you in the second quarter with 7
That'll move the ball back to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
We are in beautiful Lynn Contrail Center. We're playing the Jefferson Dragons. They are up 34 to 0. All right. So how are you feeling tonight?
It's been a good night. I've been waiting for this matchup. See a lot of.
All right. They marked the ball at the 38-yard line.
There's been a confusion.
The ball is set, and it looks like it was tossed out to
Beatty with the keeper around the far side.
So who's the quarter?
Mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and 1. Johnson. Plays ball across the 32 to 29. Will mark it 1st and 10.
All right. Number 45 running down. Touchdown Jefferson.
Sweep out to Bailey. This on to the end zone where it's Jefferson score.
Who they are.
And it looked like it was carried in by number 45 fullback Martin. The ball is about to be kicked by
Number 14, it looks like. Owen Potts. He's a junior.
the ball is up and good.
Now the Dragons have a 41-0 lead over the Chestatee War Eagles.
Second quarter, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
There's been a lot of Jefferson this whole first half.
Yeah. I feel like both teams have been playing pretty well, but Jefferson's just been, you know, driving them back pretty hard. So, I mean, but there's always the possibility to bring it back. So, we'll have to see.
Who's number 5? Trey Reese.
All right, it looks like number 14, Owen Botts, is going to be kicking the ball for Jefferson. We have number 14 in the backfield for Chestatee, Elijah Pruitt. He's preparing to kick, running up to the ball, kicked it, and it looks like it's going to be a touchback.
There's been a lot of touchbacks in this game lately.
Yeah, that Owen Botts has got he's got a pretty decent leg.
He'll spot the ball at the 20-yard line, where it'll be Chestatee's ball. Luke Borthorns will lead his team out to see if they can come back. It looks like he's coming in a pistol formation. All right. Luke Borthorns throws it deep to...
The pass was incomplete. Intended out to...
Eli Raines, number 12 or 13.
Drew Knickel. The ball is snapped out to Luke. He's looking for a good spot. He throws it out. It's caught by
Hunter Fausch. Yes, you heard that right. It'll be a first down for Chestatee at the 31-yard line.
Jefferson's defense seems to be pushing back into the pocket pretty fast. So Luke's got to look for the play pretty quickly. He's searching. Oh, he's running the ball. He's going out.
Steps up.
And
runs.
he is taken down by number 15, Austin Redmond.
The defensive line has been a force for Luke Borthorns. They've been on him this whole night. It will be 2nd and 12 with that carry. Adriel gets the ball, runs in the pocket, and gets at least 2 yards on the game. It'll be 3rd and 9.
With about 4 minutes left in the quarter, Luke is going to have to look for a pretty decent play to get it out into the backfield to make a touchdown.
Or a first down if that's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
He runs it out to the right, left
He's
side of the
looking
field.
to pass it.
Throws it deep.
It is, oh, the pass is incomplete. Intended out to Hunter Fausch.
Been a pretty good cornerback, wide receiver matchup. But the defense have not let up any big plays yet. It is indeed still early in this football game. They're now setting up for the punt.
The ball is kicked out. It looks like it's going to be hit the 40-yard line, and it's going to roll back to almost the 15. Look like the 16, 17.
But there's a flag on the field. What will this play be called? Never mind. They took up the flag. This time Chestatee will have to stop them at the 32-yard line. We will see what Jefferson will do on this drive.
The ball is passed out to number Perry. and he runs the ball to make a Jefferson first down.
First and 10 for Jefferson.
All right. Looks like the ball is being driven back by Jefferson. It's going to be called at about the 48-yard line.
Johnson with the carry. Shot of the 49-yard line. Mark at the 48 for the second one.
Yeah, so it'll be a second and so it'll be a
They
second.
got 1 yard to gain until the first down.
This is where Justin will give the ball off to number 10, Reese Johnson. And he'll get the first down at the 47-yard line.
And that would be enough to push back and make another Jefferson first down.
This Jefferson offense has been a driving force for this Chestatee.
All right, let's see here. It's passed out to number 45, and he is brought down at about the...
Uh-oh. The helmets have come off for Jefferson. There's been a bit of a matchup between these people.
There's a little bit of an altercation, but it seems as if it's going to be resolved fairly quickly by the refs.
And your number 5 would be Lorandy Martin.
Number 45, Lorandy Martin.
He's a freshman. He's really big and chunky. He's got the speed though. They will spot them at the 31-yard line, or the 24. Yeah, 24-yard line.
Now, mind you, Jefferson is ranked top 3 in the state. So we're going to have quite a decent matchup tonight. And it is being shown currently with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. And Jefferson is up 41-0.
That's what the top team in the state will kind of show for you. Show how dominant they are.
The ball was passed out to number 10.
It's Jefferson.
Reese Johnson with quite the drive. Looks like the ball is marked at the 20-yard line, and
he gives it out to Johnson again. Up the middle.
It looks like they were brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That will leave us 50 seconds on the scoreboard for this first half.
All right, the ball is passed out to number 43. He's going to run, make a first down. Is he going to? Nope. And there's a flag on the play.
Number 43 is Perry, if I might.
And there's another flag thrown. The first flag was called against Jefferson for holding.
The penalties will offset. Oh, no. They'll bring them back to fourth, third.
It looks like the refs are going to have a discussion about this. All right. The flags are going to be deemed holding by Jefferson.
It will bring them back 10 yards. Where it will be
And then after the
down.
play, the second flag will be called against Jefferson yet again for unsportsmanlike conduct.
The reason the time may be going off the clock so quickly, they run the ball a lot.
Oh, yeah. But it seems to be efficient for their offense.
Because they got a speedy running back and a powerful fullback.
I mean, both of those kids are very powerful. Like, they've been able to drive through the line pretty decently. But, I mean, Chestatee has got quite a good defense, so.
You'll see how they do on this 4th down and 24.
Wow.
Almost a 20-yard penalty called for Jefferson. They'll bring them down to the 38-yard line. There'll be 32 seconds to play in the second quarter. Looks like Jefferson is going to punt for it looks like the first time tonight.
It seems. And they have what it looks like number 4, Dawson Crowley, punting this ball. The ball was passed back just a little high, almost blocked by Chestatee.
But it will go into the end zone where it will reach the 20-yard line yet again. That was a really good punt, but it was a bit too much off the toe.
Yeah, well, he had that decent pressure being held on him by the defense. Right. Chestatee with the ball. Set on the 20-yard line. It looks like it's handed off
to Adriel. He'll give it up to middle.
Number 9, Adriel Vargas. Looks like a gain of 1.
And that might bring another play, or that might take them to the halftime.
They're running the clock down.
Looks like they're trying to get one more play out of it.
With 5 seconds left in the quarter. The ball is not yet snapped. And that is the end of the second quarter and the first half of the game.
We would like to remind you that it is senior night. So we are going to graduate and award all these seniors and their academic achievements that they have shown.
For 2022 for our football, cheerleading, cross-country, marching band, and color guard. And now it is time to recognize our band and color guard.
We have to talk about this part.
Our first senior is Madeline Bonifacio. Madeline's being escorted tonight by her parents, Normandy and Helen. During her time at Chestatee, Madeline's played flute, piccolo, and is currently serving as one of the drum majors. She's also an active member of the CHS audiovisual team. After high school, Madeline plans to go out of state to study film. She'd like to thank all of her former band alumni that believed in her since she was a freshman, and she gives much love to all of her friends she has made. which have become more of a family. The past 4 years have been filled with moments that will always be part of me. Senior Madeline Bonifacio. Our next senior is Jordan Brackett, being escorted by her parents Zachary and Sonia. Jordan's been a member of the color guard at CHS for the past 4 years, and after high school, plans to stay at this height till she dies, not starve, and showcase her pure awesomeness to the world. Jordan would like to thank everyone for putting up with her weird commentary and dry humor. She says you all are amazing and gorgeous. Jordan would like to say, stay swagalicious, homies, and J-Train has left the station. Senior Jordan Brackett. Our next senior is Isaac Bravo, being escorted by his parents Pablo and Nina, along with his sister Elizabeth. Isaac's been a member of the band for the past 7 years, playing baritone, and after high school would like to attend a university to study finance and literature. He'd like to thank his father and mother, who have been giant role models for him and his sister. They've always looked out for us. He loves them both very much, and also like to thank all his teachers for believing in him and supporting him. Senior Isaac Bravo. Our next senior is Stephanie Cruz, being escorted tonight by her mother, Nubia, father Jose Cruz, and brothers Yobani and Mario. Stephanie has been a member of the CHS Color Guard for the past 4 years and also serves as an intern in Eagle Eye Graphics. After high school, she plans to attend her 4-year college to become a pediatric surgeon. She'd also like to travel to be a travel doctor who will be able to help kids in need around the country. She also wants to do graphics design during college and possibly after college as well. She'd like to say thank you to my family for always supporting me through everything. I'd like to thank Miss Talent and the Guard for being the most amazing second family I could ever ask for. To my boyfriend and his family, thank you for always being supportive and goofy family that you all are. Love y'all. Senior Stephanie Cruz. Our next senior is Riley Edwards, being escorted by his parents and brothers. Riley's been in the band since middle school and is currently playing the bass drum with the drum line. After high school, he plans to attend UNG for a degree in psychology and travel the world. He also one day hopes to have a shelter for homeless animals. Riley would like to thank his family for supporting him through everything and always being there for him, no matter his life choices. He'd like to especially thank his mom, who is not only his mom, but also his best friend. He also wants to send a huge thank you to his drumline family, who's made his high school years amazing. A big thanks to his friend Daisy, who has helped him through some of the hardest times. Senior Riley Edwards. Our next senior is Sammy Espinoza, being escorted tonight by his mother, father, and siblings. As a member of the CHS marching band, Manny has played the clarinet for 4 years. After high school, Sammy plans to attend real estate to become a real estate broker. He'd like to say I love each and every one in the band for always keeping me on my toes and making me smile. To my family and friends for always pushing me to be the best I can while leading as an example. And finally to the clarinet section for a memorable senior season. Senior Sammy Espinoza. Our next senior is Alex Finn, being escorted by our grandparents, aunt, sisters, and cousins. Alex played the saxophone for 7 years and the tuba for 2. After high school, plans to attend UNG to pursue a career in music education and then a career in the same major. She'd like to say thank you to her friends who stuck with me through all the hard times, to my directors and educators for keeping me on track, and to everyone who slapped some sense into me when I'm being ridiculous. Senior Alex Finn. Our next senior is Elijah Free, being escorted tonight by his father Eric and mother Tara. Been in the CHS marching band for the past 4 years, and after high school he plans to attend UNG in the fall to pursue a degree in environmental engineering. He'd like to thank his mom, dad, and friends for always supporting him. Senior Elijah Free. Our next senior is Thomas Gaines, being escorted tonight by his parents, Ryan and Kathy Gaines. As a member of the CHS marching band, Thomas has played the mellophone. And after high school, Thomas plans to go to Lanier Tech and study to become a computer programmer. He'd like to thank his parents for forcing him to go to school, and he'd also like to thank his friends for making it a slightly better experience. Senior Thomas Gaines. Our next senior is Andrew Grissom, being escorted tonight by his mother Jody, father Terry, along with his stepfather, stepmother, and siblings. As a member of this marching band, Andrew's played the tenor drums for 4 years and has served as the drumline captain for the 2021-22 season. After high school, he plans to work and practice on his drum set and join the Marine Corps. Andrew would like to say thank you to his brother Daniel for making him the drummer that he is today. Andrew also would like to thank his girlfriend Maya for keeping him sane throughout his high school career. Senior Andrew Grissom. Senior is Mason Guevara, being escorted tonight by McKenna Carr and Heather Freeman. As a member of the CHS marching band, Mason's been a member of the front ensemble for the past 4 years. After high school, plans to join the National Guard and go into the Job Corps for construction. I'd like to say he loves you guys and wouldn't be here without you. Senior Mason Guevara. Our next senior is Sam Hamilton, being escorted tonight by his mother, Julianne, and brother Josh. During his time here at CHF, Sam has played marimba for 4 years in the Chestatee High School Band and is a member of the Chestatee High School Chorus. He's participated in Honors Chorus, All-State Chorus, and All-State Sight Reading Chorus. After high school, plans to pursue music and start a band with his friends Michaela and Errol. I'd like to say I want to thank his mom for loving me, always doing everything she could to make sure I lived comfortable and turned on all right. I want to thank my dad for always being my comedic idol, #1 supporter, and the best man I ever knew. I love and miss you so much. I also want to thank the rest of my family and amazing friends for always supporting me and pushing me to do the best. Senior Sam Hamilton. Our next senior is Jacqueline Ibarra, being escorted tonight by her family. Jacqueline's a member of the marching band, serving her first year as third bass drum. After high school, she plans to go to cosmetology school. She'd like to thank her families, the drum line, her best friend Cole for always supporting her and being here while she girl bosses her way through. Senior Jacqueline Ibarra. Our next senior is Lucy Jabalee, being escorted by her parents Richard and Melanie. Lucy's been a member of the Color Guard at Chestatee for 2 years. After high school, plans to go to college and pursue a degree in radiology. She'd like to say thank you to everyone who helped me throughout high school. I appreciate all you do and for being there for me. Thank you to Mom and Dad for the love and support throughout my high school experience. Senior Lucy Jabalee. Our next senior is Zachary Lewis, being escorted tonight by his mother Angie. Been a member of the marching band and has played baritone and served as low brass section leader. He's been in the band for 6 years and the marching band for 3, and after high school plans to attend college to pursue a degree in business. He'd like to say thank you to his mother for guiding me emotionally, my father for guiding me logically, and all the people I've met in school for helping me become who I am. Senior Zachary Lewis. Our next senior is Daisy Martinez, being escorted by her parents Mario Ariano and Anna Maria Martinez. Daisy's played the flute for 7 years and has been involved with cosmetology for the past 1.5 years. After high school, plans on attending a college or university to pursue a degree. She'd like to thank her family for being here and supporting her in everything. She would also like to thank her cousin for being for all the games and cheering her up. Senior Daisy Martinez. Our next senior is John Migala, being escorted tonight by his parents, John and Heidi, along with his brother Blake and sister Abby. As a member of the CHS marching band, John's played the tenor saxophone. After high school, plans to continue his education at UNG and then attend law school. He'd like to thank his family and friends for sticking with him, and also wants to thank his best friend Derek for always looking out and being there for him as well. Senior John Magala. Our next senior is Manny Martinez, being escorted tonight by his mother Esmeralda and father Raul, grandmother and brothers. As a member of the CHS marching band, Manny's played alto sax for 7 years, and after high school plans to attend college and major in business, then eventually run a business of his own. He wants to be wealthy and provide for his family as well as travel the world. We'd like to say thank you to his parents for supporting him through everything, as well as my family and brothers for always having my back. We'd like to thank his teachers, and especially Mr. Young and Miss Schumann for guiding me throughout high school and making my band experience the best. I'd like to thank his girlfriend Alexandra and my friends from band for the past 4 years for giving me the most amazing memory that life has to offer. Senior Manny Martinez. Our next senior is Aurelie Marquez, being escorted tonight by her mother, Claudia, and father Ricardo, along with her siblings and cousins. During the time at CHS, Aurelie has been in marching band for 4 years, played the snare drum for 3 years, and is currently center snare in art club for 1 year, and is currently taking dual enrollment classes at Lanier Tech. Plans to attend UNG to take graphic design classes. She hopes to one day become a skillful artist and not be afraid to share her art with the world. She wants to thank her parents for always motivating me to reach my goals. She'd like to thank her siblings and cousins for letting me be my dumb self in front of them, and also like to thank Drumline and Mr. Young for making my band experience memorable. I will never forget you guys. Senior Aurelie Marquez. Our next senior is Ana Navarro, being escorted by her mother, Maria Panera, and brother Miguel Navarro. During her time at CHS, Ana's played the trumpet for 7 years, and after high school plans to go to technical school to become a medical sonographer. She says she wants to thank God for blessing her with amazing and a funny section, trumpets on top. I always thank my mom and brother for their unconditional love and care. She'd like to thank her best friend Kayla for always sticking with me, and to everyone who helped me along the way. She thanks you and loves you. Senior Ana Navarro. Our next senior is Alex Nunez, escorted tonight by Director of Bands Matt Young, Assistant Director of Bands Hannah Schumann, and former drum majors Jaden Clark and Linda Pham, and friends. As a member of CHS marching band, Alex has served as the drum major for the past 2 years. After high school, plans to attend college or university to pursue a degree in physical therapy. We'd like to thank Mr. Young and Miss Schumann for giving me the opportunity to lead the band and making my senior year one to remember. A huge thank you to all the people who have supported me and advised me throughout my high school journey. And lastly, to all the band members, thank you for being my family who I love and couldn't be more proud of. Senior Alex Nunez. Our next senior is Esmeralda Perez, being escorted tonight by her father. As a member of the CHS marching band, Esmeralda has played the trombone. After high school, plans to join the Army National Guard, and she'd like to thank her family who's always helped her through the good and bad. She's very glad, and she has met her friends who have helped her by accepting who she is. She hopes that her friendship will never end. Senior Esmeralda Perez. Our next senior is Savannah Porter, being escorted by her parents, Tad and Dawn Porter, along with her sisters, Desiree. Savannah's been a member of the color guard for 4 years and is currently in an internship at Gainesville Academy. After high school, she plans to attend Savannah College of Art and Design and major in photography. She'd like to thank her family for being really supportive and always being there for her. She'd also like to thank Mrs. Talent and all the girls on the guard for always believing in her, even when she didn't believe in herself. Senior Savannah Porter. Our next senior is Maya Putty, being escorted tonight by her parents as a member of the CHS marching band. She's been a member of the color guard for the past 4 years, serving as leader 2 of those 4 years. After high school, plans to enter the medical field after going to college for a bachelor's degree in health science. She'd like to say, working for my family has been my motivation throughout high school. Finding happiness in my friends and family helps inspire me to work harder for my goals, that I can be the best version of myself for them. Senior Maya Putty. Our next senior is Kayla Reyna, being escorted tonight by mother Naomi and father Omar. As a member of the CHS marching band, Kayla's played the trumpet for 6 years, and after high school plans to attend college or university to become a registered nurse. She'd like to thank the Lord for blessing her, her family, and everyone who has had an impact in her life. A huge thank you to her family for believing in me and trusting me this far in this chapter of life. She'd also like to thank her best friend, Anna, for being there for me as well. Look, Dusty, we made it this far. See, we did it. Senior Kayla Reyna. Our next senior is Gerardo Rivera, being escorted tonight by his mother, his father, and 3 sisters. As a member of the CHS marching band, Gerardo has played baritone for the past 7 years and serves as the brass captain for the current marching band season. He's also part of the National Honor Society and the race program. After high school, plans to attend the University of North Georgia to major in computer science. Senior Gerardo Rivera. Our next senior, Daniel Roush, being escorted tonight by his mother, father, sister, and girlfriend. As a member of the marching band, Daniel's played the tenor drums and served as the drumline captain for the past 3 years. After high school, plans to earn a degree in finance and join his father in his practice. He'd like to thank his mom and dad for always being there for him, motivating him to do what he loves, and for loving him unconditionally. He'd like to thank the drumline for always giving him happiness and fun memory. Senior Daniel Roush. Our next senior is Alexandra Sanchez Garcia, being escorted tonight by her mother and father. As a member of the marching band, she is currently serving as the clarinet section leader and has been playing clarinet for 7 years. After high school, plans to join the Air Force, then go to college and major in criminal justice and become a detective. She likes to say, first and foremost, she's thankful for her parents and her boyfriend, Manuel, who have been their #1 supporters through life. Senior Alexandra Sanchez Garcia. Our next senior is Earl Savas, being escorted tonight by his mother and father. As a member of the marching band, he's played alto sax for 6 years. However, the main instrument is guitar, which he's played for 4 years. After high school, plans to study music theory and composition in college.
and begin an indie rock band with Sam and Makayla. Senior Errol Savas. Our next senior is Brooklyn Smith, being escorted tonight by her mother. As a member of the marching band, Brooklyn's been a member of the color guard for the past 4 years, serving as leader 2 of those 4 years. After high school, plans to attend college for a business degree to open her own animal rescue center. She'd like to thank her family, her mom, for her unconditional support and for never limiting her hopes and dreams, her grandparents for their guidance, and her sisters for always cheering her on. Senior Brooklyn Smith. Our next senior is Marcia Speaker, being escorted tonight by her parents Kyle and Nicole. As a member of the marching band, Marcia's played flute for 6 years and is now serving as the flute section band captain. She is currently interning at Longstreet Pediatrics, where she helps do well checks on babies. After high school, she plans to attend Emory University to pursue a pre-med track and to go on to medical school to become a pediatrician. She'd like to thank her teachers who continue to inspire her daily. She is grateful for Miss Taylor and Mr. Young, specifically for their great impact on the 2 things she is most passionate about, music and healthcare. Senior Marcia Speaker. Our next senior is Leslie Sarai Vargas, being escorted by her brother Isaiah and sister Sandra. During their time at CHS, Leslie's marched with the flute for 3 years and this year serves in the front ensemble playing the keyboard. After high school, plans to go to cosmetology school to become a barber, then go to culinary school to become a professional and personal chef. She'd like to thank her family for supporting her with what she wants to pursue and her friends who have been there for her since day one. Senior Leslie Saray Vargas. And our final senior is Michaela Weiss, being escorted tonight by her mother Lisa and father Mike, along with her brother Sam. During her time at Chestatee, Michaela's participated in color guard for 1 year, theater for 2 years, student council for 1 year, chorus for 4 years, and chorus council for 1 year, and has served as a volunteer at Alatchie Nature Center. After high school, plans to start college at UNG Dahlonega and transfer to UGA and major in forestry to become a park ranger or naturalist. She'd like to thank her mom for encouraging her and her best friend. Also, all her guard and band friends for accepting her as a senior rookie and making her first and last band season the best it could ever be. Senior Michaela Weiss. Our next senior is Sky Barnett, being escorted by her mother and her brother. She's participated in band for 7 years, cheer for 1 year, and swim for 2. After high school, plans to become a real estate agent and serve. She'd like to thank her mom for always supporting and giving her guidance and the resources she needs to succeed and prosper. Senior Sky Barnett. Once again, a big round of applause for our seniors. Some updated scores from around the area. In the fourth quarter, it's Cherokee Bluff 14, Dawson County 7. In the third quarter, it's Gilmer 13, West Hall 0. In the third quarter, it's Flowery Branch 12, Madison County 8. In the third quarter, it's White County 28, Lumpkin County 7. At halftime, it's West Forsyth 17, Gainesville 0. Chestatee on to kick off to begin the second half.
And we're back, War Eagle fans. In the third quarter, the second half of the game, the Jefferson Dragons are up 41, and the War Eagles are down 0. We're here, and Chestatee is going to be kicking the ball. Number 19, David Diaz, is going to be kicking. And
this has been a great night for college football. For high school football. Sorry. A lot of action has been going on in this game.
okay, they're getting lined up to kick.
David
Number
is
19 running up to the ball. He kicks it. It's going deep. And it is
barely
caught
makes it out the end zone.
by
Number 30, 20, 30, 26, if I'm correct.
the ball is brought down at the 40-yard line. All right.
And we're back. They run it up to middle for it looks like a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Jefferson Dragons. Justin is in a good formation. He passes.
The ball is bumped out to number 25. And they're dropped. It looks like they're on the 43.
Yes, that will lead to a no-yard gain for the Chestatee. Chestatee will stop the Jefferson Dragons.
The ball is run straight up the middle by what it looked like number 54.
Looks like they're bringing everyone in for their running back position.
They have quite the odd formation. I don't think I've ever seen anything set up like this.
They bring in new running backs whenever you play. Honda's Justin gets the ball.
There's a flag on the play.
But there's a flag. It is a false start offense. That'll bring them back 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 6.
Brought them back to the 45-yard line.
And Dustin Crawley will be your punter for the Dragons.
Let's see how well he's going to be kicking this ball.
And it looks like, is that Elijah Pruitt? Comes to punt.
Fair catch. Brought out to the 25-yard line.
Luke Bornhorst will lead out his team and see if they can score the first touchdown, their first touchdown of the game. He gets ready to snap. Gets the ball.
The ball is handed off to Adriel Vargas. He goes outside, and he gets brought down at about the 24-yard line.
That is a loss for what looks like. The offensive line has been on him all night, it looks like.
Yeah, this Jefferson defense is pretty good, I will admit.
They get hit the ball back, and
The
they
ball
pass
is
it
passed out to
Hayden.
Hayden Gowan. He's slung out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That will lead to a 2-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 12 at the 23-yard line.
The ball is snapped. He's looking for a play. Oh, he's almost brought down in the pocket.
Runs out.
He's
runs
going.
up,
He
and
made a
gets-
gain of yards, actually. It looked like he gained about 1 or 2 yards. It looked like they brought him down at about the 24 or 25-yard line.
And that was an amazing run out by Luke. But the defensive line has caught up to him, sadly. David Diaz is up to punt now with
David Diaz has got quite the leg as well.
he lets it bounces out at the 40 and rolls
ball
back
is
to the
going to
30-yard line.
Stop at the 30.
That's where Elijah Pruitt will pick it up. That's where the Jefferson Dragons will start their offensive drive.
It's a little chilly out tonight. But I mean, it was a pretty day today, you know. Alrighty. Jefferson is set up, and it looks like the ball is going to be passed out to number 25, and he's going to be driven back to the 30-yard line, so it looks as if there is no gain on the play.
Yes, I'll give up a 2-yard run.
It was a 2-yard gain. They'll be on the 32. Passed out
It
yet
to
again.
Number 16, and he will get stopped and get a 4-yard, almost a 4-yard gain. 6. And it'll be third down and 5. So it'll be a 4-yard gain.
From the 35.
Looks like the defense for these Chestatee War Eagles have stepped up in the second half.
Oh, yeah. They've made quite the defensive wall.
They haven't been able to get down the field fast, or good enough. And they get stopped again for at their 3rd down. It'll be 4th down now. Looks like at the 4th down and 2. And they'll bring out their punt team. And that's when Dustin Crawley will come out to punt again.
calling on the punt for Jefferson.
Dawson has got quite the leg on him. Let's see if the War Eagles can make it back there in time to block the punt. Oh, maybe. Nope. And it will be
bounce
brought down at about the
32-yard
33-yard line.
And that will leave 3:30 left on the clock in the third quarter. So Jefferson Dragons are up 41-zip. Here comes Chestatee's second drive of the second half.
Our offense is going to have to step it up a little bit for Luke to have enough time to make a pass. Oh.
He runs out the pocket.
And he's
but he gets driven.
Knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
He's been getting looks like a 2-yard gain off of that, which would leave 2nd and 8. Luke has gone up and went outside the pocket.
He's looking. The pass is complete. He's going to the 40, the 30, and he's brought down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a good pass and catch by Luke to Hunter Fouch.
And the ball is brought down at about the 28-yard line.
That was about a 50-yard pass for Luke. A good wake-up for this Chestatee War Eagles as they hand it off.
The ball is going to be ran by Jason Granados, but it doesn't seem that they're going to make a very decent gain.
Short gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9 now for Chestatee.
As you said before, it's quite chilly. It's been about around in the 50s for about the whole day.
Yeah, but I kind of like the cooler weather. And the ball is yet again passed to Jason Granados, and it looks like he's going to make about a 4-yard gain.
I don't know about you, but I like the winter weather more than the summer.
We're in nice cozy clothes, you know, Christmas time. Honestly, Halloween is my favorite holiday, but Christmas is a very close second.
Yes.
Let's see. It looks like he's going to try to make a pass play, and he runs out of pocket and out of bounds.
It looks like kind of late, but the refs, like a late tackle, but the refs don't call a flag for it. So I guess it'll be a no yard gain.
A loss of 1.
Looks like they're trying to get one more play out of this. Or might run it to the 4th quarter. Let's see what they could do. Nope. It'll lead to the 4th quarter for your Chestatee War Eagles as they have down at the 33-yard line.
Yet again, leading into the 4th quarter, Jefferson up 41, Chestatee nothing.
This has been a great game for your Jefferson. I mean, they have been running the ball quite easily, but in the second half, Chestatee's been able to step up. So I don't know. We'll see how this 4th quarter comes up as they're bringing it down to the left side of the field now at the 32-yard line, or 38-yard line. It will be 4th down and 11 for your Chestatee War Eagles. Let's see the game plan that they have came up to.
So what are your thoughts of the players on both sides of this field?
I think they've been playing really good. They fought really hard in this battle. But sometimes one player's got to come out on top. And Jefferson.
All right.
Jefferson has really proved that.
The ball is snapped out to Luke, and he's looking for someone to throw it to. He has to run back out of the pocket, and he's brought, oh, wow. He makes it out. He's running. He throws the ball, and it is incomplete. That was quite the play.
It's an amazing mobility that Luke Bornhorst has to run out of the pocket like that.
He was almost brought down by number 12. Looked like Sam Maxwell.
Maxwell was. Mitchell Moss. Oh. Okay. And they'll bring out your Jefferson Dragons as it was a 4th down. And now number 10 comes out for their quarterback position. And that will be Reese Johnson.
The ball is passed out to number 16. Wow, he gets quite the run. And he is brought down at about the 40 or the 42-yard line.
That is a 12-yard run for your Mr. Sam Maxwell. Or number, no. No, I'm sorry, it was Kane Berryman. Looks like they run it up the middle this time, and your Chestatee War Eagles stop them. They bring it down for a loss of 1. Or gain of 1. Sorry about that. And that will take it to under 10 minutes left in this game.
The ball is snapped.
And he gets immediately sacked. It's fumbled the ball.
The ball, Chestatee recovery, and it is brought down at the 25-yard line. Wow, what a play.
Reese Johnson has fumbled the ball, which gave Chestatee a step up to get that fumble. And there was a flag on the offense on Jefferson. What it looks like. Where's Jefferson? Lost the ball. This will be a great opportunity for Chestatee, as they have great field advantage. This time Luke hands it off to Adriel, which gets taken down immediately, which for a 2-yard gain.
Stafford on the stop for Jefferson. Second and 8.
Luke Bornhorst comes up to pass.
He's looking for a pass.
Gets out of the pocket, throws it deep.
Is it caught?
And he gets tipped.
Pass is incomplete.
That was a good play by Luke, but it comes up just a bit short.
Looks like the pass was intended out to Hunter Fausch. No.
For Eli Rain, or Drew Knickel. I'm sorry, Drew Knickel was for that. That's who it was intended to. As they lead down to 3rd and 8. Luke gets ready for the pass or run. Runs it
The
up to
ball is
Adriel.
run, and it looks like a gain of 4 yards.
Will lead 4th down and 6.
No, it was a gain of
2.
2.
It'll be 4th and 6. And it looks like they're deciding to go for it. Deciding to keep their offense on the field.
Let's see if Luke can make a decent pass out to someone.
He throws it out the pocket. He throws it deep, and it'll be
It is
completely
incomplete.
overthrown. And it'll be intended again for Hunter Fouch. It looks like Hunter Fouch might be Luke's favorite target for this game, as he has a lot of touchdowns.
I feel like Luke gives everyone a decent opportunity, but their defense is just all over. So he's got to really be able to target, you know, certain people.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult team they're playing against. Looks like the ball is ran up the middle.
Looks like it's been fumbled again. But yes, it is.
The ball
It
is
fumbled
recovered by
again.
Chestatee.
That is the 2nd time in 2 plays that Jefferson had it that it's been fumbled. And they'll bring it out again to the 25-yard line, or the 24. It looks like their backup quarterback has been nervous. That's why he's been fumbling the ball pretty much. They'll bring out Luke again, or Bornhorst. And they're Chestatee. And they gets ready to pass, and it'll get
It is passed.
to Hayden, and Hayden will bust through the defense and gets that to the
Brought down at about the
15-yard line.
15-yard line. There's only 1 yard to gain until 1st and goal, maybe?
Yes, it'd be 1st and goal as they're at the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. They get ready to pass it. He looks like he's trying to the 3.
And he is sacked before he can make the ball out of the pocket.
That will make it a third down and 8. 3rd down and 6, 7.
Quite a loss of yards.
Luke gets ready to pass.
The ball
He
is
runs
passed
it
out
deep,
and
it's
is overthrown yet again.
as he cannot get an open man down the field. But they will go for it once again.
This is quite a stressful defense. So I could understand for the most part as to how Luke is, you know,
Feeling.
yeah.
And they must find a way to get them on this 4th down and 7 as there's 3:50 left on the clock. He throws it
The ball
deep.
is passed. It is
And it's
complete,
caught.
and that's enough for a 1st down.
That would be Hunter Fouch. No. That'd be for Elijah, who gets ready to pass. He gives it to Adriel Vargas, which will run it up the middle. Touchdown for Chestatee War Eagles.
Great play by the Eagles.
They finally get points on the board.
All right, let's see if they can get this kick up into the field goal.
That was a really really good run by your Chestatee War Eagles.
The kick is up and good.
That was an amazing offensive drive. As many good plays were being called. But sadly, that wouldn't catch up to the 41-7 that the Jefferson Dragons have on them. This would leave 3:30 left on the clock in the fourth quarter.
David Diaz up for the kick. Chestatee is preparing. He's making his walk out to his position. All right. David is set up. He's run up to the ball. He's kicked the ball. It's going deep, and it looks like it's going to be recovered by number 16.
At the 8-yard line, which will run through the defense.
And he's cutting through. Wow. He's making quite the play.
And it'll be brought down. Nope. It'll be pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Wow. What a play by Jefferson.
That one will be played as Logan Sanford. I'm sorry, Zay Minish for that kick return. As they bring out number 5 this time, Trey Reese to be their quarterback.
All right, the ball is passed out to number 29. And it looks like he's going to drive almost far enough to make a first down. It looks like he's about at the 16-yard line.
Yes, as it is a good 8-yard run. And it's sad to say this, but this Jefferson has been running all over your Chestatee War Eagles. As they run it again, and it'll be brought down at the 9-yard line.
It looks like it was brought down at the 11. And the ball will be marked at the 11-yard line.
At the left hash, right? If you count it towards. Depending on which way you go.
That was quite the play by number 7.
As they keep it, number 24, and he gets down at the 1-yard line. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 1-yard line.
Second short.
They'll bring us under a minute, as it is 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line. And the clock is running down.
With about 40 seconds left in the game.
Reese kneels the ball at the 3, and that will conclude your game against Chestatee and Johnson.
That was a great game tonight. The game has finished 41 Jefferson, 7 Chestatee. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night. So what are your thoughts of the game?
Well, it's been a pretty all Jefferson game. They've been running all over them, making defensive plays. But in the second half, it looks like they're trying to slow down, take a lot more clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel about the same way. Well, thank you, Jason, for coming out and commentating with me tonight. This is Tristan Miner, and we are signing off. Have a good night, War Eagle fans, and
Go, War Eagles.
Oh wait, can you do me a favor? What?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now entering the field for your halftime enjoyment is the 2021 Jefferson High School Dragon Regiment. The Dragon Regiment's 2021 production is entitled Fly and features the music of Francis Durrell, Rush, Bon Iver, and Yanni. This year, the Dragon Regiment is exploring man's fascination with flight, the wonder, adventure, fear, and exhilaration as they ascend to the heavens. The award-winning Dragon Regiment is a 2021 Bands of America regional finalist and will be traveling to Cullowhee, North Carolina tomorrow for the Contest of Champions at Western Carolina University. The Dragon Regiment would like to thank the Jefferson City Schools Administration and Board of Education for all of their support, as well as their 2021-2022 Dragon Level sponsors, Howell Orthodontics and Eterno Realty Group. Drum majors Jordan Sora and Sabrina, is your band ready? Jefferson Jefferson High School Dragon Regiment, the field is yours for halftime performance. Dragon Regiment, sponsored by Howell Orthodontics and Eterno Realty Group.
Jefferson is in Jackson County.
gentlemen, now welcome to the field your War Eagle Marching Band.
Your Chestatee War Eagle Marching Band.